नफरतों को बदल दिया जाएगा।
और शुरू में वो कॉलेज में, हाई स्कूल में करते थे। एक 3-4 वर्ष के पीछे छोटे छोटे बच्चे स्कूल में हुआ मेरा प्रोग्राम। उस वक्त उन लड़के को जबरदस्ती बिठा दिए थे उधर। एक लड़के कान में हाथ डाल दिया, हम गाने शुरू किए। वो टीचर वगैरह ही करने से फिर ऐसा बैठता था, फिर ऐसा करता था। डर के मारे में आजकल वो बैठते हैं, हम बोलते हैं कभी कभी किसी को जाना हो तो जाइए, नहीं जाते। इसलिए मुझे आज अच्छा लगता है, बहुत बाहर प्रोग्राम होते भी स्पिकमैके में हम आते हैं, मुझे अच्छा लगता है।
Problem is one of getting the young person to have a little patience and a little faith. These two things. And you know, Star TV, MTV, all these things are, all the outside influences which are coming, they have to come. I am never saying that they should stop. But what they are doing is, they are reducing the concentration or the span of patience of an individual day by day. You know what I'm saying? That is the thing which I'm very worried about. Truth can be, any human being has the ability to recognize truth, but it must be given, there must be a chance given to truth. I must be ready to say, look, I'm ready to check it out. For the checking out, it can't be the same checking out as you have with that checking out of Michael Jackson. It can't be. The format has to be a little different. That format requires two things: some patience and some faith.
One such format is the Gurukul scheme. The Gurukul scholar embarks on a month-long journey of discovery and self-exploration. Here, Gorika and Shilpa have chosen to spend their time at a Tibetan nunnery in Maklodganj in Dharamsala.
Gurukul, perhaps for me it means that because in this nowadays you don't tend to be, really near someone who is supposed to be doing something nice, wonderful about, and is convinced that what he or she is doing. Like, I'm not expected to learn about Buddhism in 1 month, which is impossible anyway. People take years and years to learn.
I think it makes you reflect on the way we live, I mean, their unquestioning faith in certain in a way of life in some people, say for example in holiness, and the fact that they can actually take in strangers without any qualms. I think it makes us reflect on the way we live and our attitudes and our activities as well, because they live in austerity, and that austerity is not necessarily imposed from the outside.
The girls interact intimately with the nuns and participate in the many aspects of community life in the nunnery. The catalysts for a holistic development can come from varied quarters, and the life of a nun indeed can provide valuable insights to a spiritual way of life, where the emphasis lies in cultivating altruism, concentrating not on what you can take, but what you can give.
say if I'm very angry about something, and I think it out in my mind, and then work it out differently.
The essence of the Gurukul scheme is to provide a brief experience of the Guru-Shishya Parampara.
Thinking about how to resolve the problem in a different way. You have been practicing patience. So that, in fact, is a positive activity. So you create virtue.
Spicmacay's activities have diversified into the written word. Its publication, The Eye, aims to provide an intellectual framework for the worldview Spicmacay embodies. It is made possible by the same volunteerism that permeates all of Spicmacay's initiatives.
It's very much in keeping with the basic logo of Spicmacay, which is also the third eye, which is a symbol of knowledge and understanding. And we wanted the magazine to be very closely, since it is a Spicmacay publication, to be linked up closely with that. And the eye as itself, by itself, has a significance of being an instrument of perception. The idea behind it is that we get a lot of young people involved in two things. One is in contributing for the magazine in terms of articles and stuff. The other is also in the distribution or the dissemination of the magazine itself. Our target is definitely the young adult. The adult who is in college, who is out of college in an active working area. Therefore, we have chosen subjects that have tried to explore culture in its entirety. So people were a little surprised that why would a Spicmacay magazine deal with a subject like consumerism or talk about development issues. So they all have a link and a tie-up. So our magazine tries to link up and break down these interdisciplinary walls.